What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another hunting boot camp. So today I'm going over teal spread basics. So if you're just starting out teal hunting or you're still working on building up your teal spread, this is the video for you. So let's jump into it. Starting off, spinners. Spinners are super important for teal hunting. Teal absolutely love them. And they don't have to be just teal spinners. You know, I have a teal spinner, also run a couple mallard spinners. You can do that. You can use dove spinners. I've even heard of guys having luck with woodpecker spinners. You just have to have something out there spinning if you can. I know there's some states where it's not legal. My advice to people in those states would be to run a jerk rig instead, or something like the Motion Ducks decoy system. Something like that that's going to get motion out in the water, and you can combine the jerk rig and the spinners and have even more motion. It's not going to hurt you. But at the very least, if you can, run a spinner, 1 to 3. You don't have to go overboard. You know, teal don't need a lot of decoys to get them in. So that 1 to 3 would be my recommendation. Decoys, you can go back and forth on this. Personally, I like to run teal specific decoys as well as some confidence decoys. I know other people have luck with just running hen mallard decoys or hen gadwall decoys. You know, the brown decoys they have in their spread, they throw those out and they can decoy teal just as easily with those. It kind of is personal preference and what's in your budget. But if you're running mallards or whatever, make sure they're all the hens. You don't want to run colorful birds because very few ducks are fully plumed out this early in the season. So you want to use the brown ones, the drab looking ones, hen mallards, hen gadwall, hen pintail, or just teal decoys. You can have luck with any of those. The number of decoys to run, I would say anywhere between 12 and 24. You could even get away with as few as 6. But 12 to 24 is about that sweet spot. Like I said, you don't need a ton of decoys to get teal to commit to your spread. So 12 to 24, that's kind of a good number to shoot for. So the next decoys, and I kind of just alluded to this, confidence decoys. So when you're out there scouting and you see other bird species out there with these teal, try to match that with your decoy spread. So if I see coots out there, I'll throw some coot decoys. If I see some wood ducks, I'll throw some wood ducks out there. Or some hen mallards or eclipse mallards, I'll throw some hen mallard decoys out there. You know, try to match what's out there and it'll look more realistic to the teal. Okay, so now that we've gone through what kind of decoys you need, how do you arrange them? What is the spread that is most effective on teal? And let me tell you, I tried a bunch of different stuff with this. You know, I've done the U, I've done the J hook, I've done pretty much every conceivable spread pattern you could think of, and honestly the best spread that I have found is, I call it the blob. So basically you're going wherever you want the teal to land, you're going to throw decoys there. Now you want to keep them fairly evenly spaced, but you're just going to throw your 12 or 24 decoys out and you're going to set up about in the middle. Because the teal, in my experience, like to dump on top of the decoys rather than hit an open hole. You know, I've left open holes for them and they'll land right on top of the decoys. So I like to just throw them out, just, you know, 24 evenly spread decoys, kind of just in a oval pattern or whatever, and put a spinner towards the front, put a spinner towards the rear, and set up right there about the middle of the decoy spread. And that's honestly the best spread I've had luck with. So, I mean, you can kind of just experiment yourself, but in my personal experience, that's what I've been running the last few years, and I've had great success with it. So now that you got your decoy spread figured out, how to set it up, the last thing you need to know is where to set up. Where are the areas that your teal spread is going to be most effective? And that's going to be, it's pretty simple, just shallow wetland areas. It could be tailwaters on a pond, it could be a shallow river somewhere, it could be just a little wetland, just that shallow water, maybe some exposed mud flats, areas with smartweed, and that's pretty much it. Just shallow water, and you know, that's why you go out and scout. If you see those areas, just keep checking them. Eventually, if the teal are going to use them, they should show up there. If you see the teal using them, that's where you're going to want to set up. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you out there. See ya.